It's a beautiful Thursday in Newburyport. My name is Drew Moholland. Hope you're all having a good day. Thank you, Lily Dissette, running the show today. She's good to have her back on the producer side here. Giving Tyler, another day off for Tyler? Jeez, just kidding. He's working hard back there. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday. Today we have one of my favorite shows. You guys know I love doing the music show, and we have a musician in the house today. His band is actually playing in Newburyport over at the Port Brewery tonight. Randy Robinson, how are you, man? What's going on?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, well, you should probably turn your mic on first. There you go.
Mic.
There you go.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
good man. That's the number one rule here.
Get up on the mic.
Randy, I
tall,
have not met you before.
here
You're
somewhere.
from
There we go.
Newburyport. You're one of Newburyport's own. Very
I
cool.
am.
We love having the
Yes.
local musicians on. How you doing?
Good to be here. I just found out about this place.
Yeah, how
good to
about
be
that?
here,
And
though.
looking around, you actually beat me here, so you got a second to look around the place. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How'd you grow up? I know you're a guitar player, but you got a band. Pretty cool.
I do. The band's called Eagle in the Attic.
Yeah.
I'm from Newburyport, Mass. Born and raised in the area here.
Born and raised.
Yeah, right down the street. My dad's a chiropractor in town, Dr.
Oh, okay.
Badeko. Yeah.
So we got all the people. I think we got a good back problem crowd, actually. You know, you're laid up. You can tune into the show, so that's good. Maybe they know your dad. Popular guy in town, I take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. Well, that's good. How's the band doing these days?
It's doing pretty good. It's been a busy summer. We played almost every weekend probably this summer, I'd say.
That's
We had
cool.
a couple off, but yeah, it's starting to pick up some steam, I guess. Yeah.
Cool. You're
I'm on the radio, so this is a
There
good
you
sign,
go.
good
Yeah.
start, right?
That's right. Not your first time either. You were telling me off the air. which
Yeah,
is-
well, I've never been personally on the radio, but the band's been played
Yeah.
on the radio, a couple tracks. I brought some CDs for you guys to
Cool.
have too. Yeah.
You can add them to our vault. We got a nice vault back there that
Nice.
plug them into the system, and now you live
Yeah.
forever here. That's good.
Yeah, maybe during a break here in between songs
There
or
you go.
something, I'll do some acoustic songs for you guys too.
Cool.
Brought the guitar.
So you're the lead guitar man. Is that how
I
this
am.
works?
Yeah.
And you write a lot of the songs. All the songs. How does it work?
Yeah, all the songs. Yep.
All of them.
Yep.
All right. So you are the straw that stirs the drink then here.
Yeah, I mean, there's some co-writing involved for sure.
Yeah.
But I definitely write at least part of all the songs, the majority of them, I would say.
So
Yeah.
what's the band made up of? How many pieces?
It's right now 5-piece. It kind of fluctuates too. It's changed over the years, but
Yeah.
depending on the show and stuff, we have a 3-piece horn section we play with sometimes too.
Okay.
So that adds a few members there, a couple members.
Nice.
We always have the sax player with us though for the band, usually 5-piece.
Cool.
With keys, drum, bass, and guitar. I'm on guitar and sing, and the drummer also sings too.
Nice.
We sometimes have another guitar player too.
Were you guys out playing last night when I was talking to you? Did I see you had a gig last night, or was that?
No.
No, you had a night off. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Very nice. How's the? So you've been playing every weekend.
Pretty
That's
much,
good.
pretty much,
Is
yeah.
it mostly Newburyport area, like Greater Boston?
Oh
or-
yeah, mostly like it's just all around New England, pretty much. But
Yeah.
like Greater Boston area, we play in Cambridge sometimes, like Middle East or
Yeah, that's a cool
we
spot.
play some spots like that. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. What's the? I know you. It's probably tough to pin down sometimes, but what's the? What would you say the genre is of music? Like what?
It is tough to pin down. We're multi-genre rock, I like to call it.
Multi-genre rock.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. It's hard.
So
to
there
pin
you go.
it
That's
down.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Rock just kind of covers a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
But it's got some pop influence for sure. Funk, definitely funk.
Yep.
But yeah.
What's your songwriting technique? Are you one of those guys that will sit down and grind for hours, or is it just kind of like you get inspired and go? It's different, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the inspiration just strikes and you just kind of write the whole song. Sometimes you got to grind it out too. Sometimes you're like, I want to write a song today. I'm gonna make myself write a song.
Yeah,
And that's part of the process for sure. Is like making yourself just come up with something on the spot, and then that's how you learn. You know.
Yeah.
Keep evolving with that.
Do you usually which formula is usually better? Is it usually the one that kind of comes together quickly and just flows down on the page, or is it kind of the one that
usually, yeah, I feel like that's the best when it just comes out of you, like pours out all at once, and you got all this inspiration that you have to get out of you, you know?
Yeah. Is that what kind of keeps these? Is that the like what's the? Because in a lot of ways these songs must kind of like be like your own kind of baby in some ways. I mean, you write them and then you put it together with a band. They come to life.
It's a baby every time. Yeah,
that's right. But it's gonna be cool, especially when you have a tight band like you guys do to see it come to life like that. You know? When you put it
oh
together.
my gosh, that's such a great feeling when I get the whole band together and I have this idea in my head and it sounds even better than I thought it would sound.
Yeah.
That's the best.
And it's probably one of the worst feelings when you're like, man, that was terrible. We're really gonna work at that.
I mean, it usually takes a few tries to get it right. It usually doesn't come out like the first time with the band. Everybody's got their parts written right. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to work it out a little bit. It takes a little elbow grease, but sometimes it comes out just the way you want it to.
Oh, there's some epic stories, of course. You write about some of the best musicians in the business who have spent months and months on the same song, going over trying to get it right.
Oh, it's like catching the dragon, I guess, right? You're always chasing the dragon. You're never going to catch the dragon. The dragon's always out of reach. Some reason. It's like that's with like mixes too. Your final mixes. Yeah, it's like we could always adjust something on this mix. It's all you can listen to the CD later and be like, oh, I wish we had done one little thing different here. Yeah, but most people probably wouldn't notice that. You know what I mean? It's just my own like criticism. You're almost your own worst critic, I guess, right?
So you can never hit full perfection, right?
Right. Perfection's impossible.
That's funny. So what do you think? Do you want to just go with one right away? I know you got the guitar and you want to play acoustic tune?
Could, yeah.
If you
want me to, yeah,
sure. We do it. I kind of like the free flowing idea of that. Let's give people an idea of what you. You can take them off and throw them back on there if you want. Is this going to be this is a song that you play with the band?
Yeah, we'll do some originals. Why not? I could do a cover too, but.
Might as well do the originals, yeah. And again, folks, make sure you follow the show at Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. That is at Joppa, Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. I just put a photo up there of Randy here, so he's on the page. So if you want to go check that out.
Put the mic down closer to the guitar.
Yeah, you know what? If you want to just start playing, use that as like you're just singing to that, and I'll send my mic towards you.
Okay.
And it usually sounds pretty good. The acoustics are pretty good in the room, so.
Sweet.
So I think you'll be happy. What's this one called here? Very good. What's this song called?
Fairly in tune, hopefully.
I love that. You didn't even check it.
So.
Typical musician. Right? If it's not in tune, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's going to be close enough for this.
What song's this?
That sounds pretty good. What song is this? Which one should we do? Let's do the first track off the album. It's called All Life Breathes.
This is the new album or the
first album?
The first album.
Yeah, we're going to be recording a new album, though. We're
cool.
Getting started on that.
Let's talk about that after.
By 2020, we'll have that done. Springtime, I'm hoping.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So take it away, my man.
All right. This one's called All Life Breathes. On spinning and it's breathing. Can't stop the changing of the seasons. Don't have to find another reason. You can't fight it. All life breathes in, sure as the ocean's filled with salt. The rising tides along the shore, they push and pull you all. Just let it flow. The sirens can't stop the calling and the screaming, lying to you, waiting for the feeling. My heart stops beating, now I'm reeling. No, I can't fight it. All life breathes in, sure as the ocean's filled with salt. The rising tides along the shore push and pull you all. Just let it flow. Oh, just let it flow. Oh, just let it flow. Yeah. I'm slowing, she's floating through the trees like an angel, swimming through the seas like a rag doll, rising up and falling till she gives in. She can't fight it. All life breathes in, sure as the ocean's filled with salt. The rising tides along the shore, they push and pull you all. Just let it flow. Oh, just let it flow. Oh, just just let it flow. Oh, just let it flow. Yeah.
Nicely done.
All right, thank you.
Nice. Randy Robinson of Eagle in the Attic right there. Very good. That's
my headphones back.
There you go.
So I can hear you better.
Very cool there. Nice guitar licks there. I like that.
Thanks. I just got this guitar too.
Oh yeah.
I literally had the pickup installed on it like hours before coming here. So.
Oh, nice. First test drive, huh?
Yeah, basically. I didn't even play through the pickup there, but we're gonna test drive it later on today.
There you go.
At the brewery.
Well, this is probably a perfect thing for you then, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm so glad to be playing acoustically with my new acoustic.
Beautiful. You didn't buy it off Tyler, did you? He's been trying to sell a guitar.
I know. He told me he's got like a 73 Strat or something, 70 something Strat. That's nice.
Something like that. Very good. So that's the first one off the first album from you guys.
That is the first track on the new album or the old album. We got a new album we're working on.
Yeah. So
it's not that old anymore. It's only a few years old.
What year did it come out?
2016.
2016.
Yep, June of 2016.
So you guys been touring behind that here for a couple of years and getting that music.
I guess so. Yeah, it's just kind of been coming together with a new album. You know, it takes a while to write those tracks. I wrote like some of them I wrote when I was like 19, even like back then. So it took a while to put together like 15 tracks on that album.
Yeah.
So this album's going to be a few less tracks, but yeah, that was the first like finally got my first album out there type of feel, you know.
Yeah. I was watching some of the YouTube videos of you guys, and it seemed before you guys, like I said, you know, this is the first time we've actually met, but it seems like you guys are a pretty fun live band. I wonder.
Yeah, try to keep the energy up, keep people dancing. It's mostly funky, danceable stuff for the live performance with the band. We do throw in some maybe like heartfelt stuff every now and then, a little slower.
Yeah.
But try to keep it fun.
When the mood strikes you.
Yeah.
So what are you guys more like? What do you get more pleasure out of? Do you like enjoy the playing live, or do you like kind of going into the studio and making those?
I love playing for people. Yeah. Making noise in the studio is fun though too. It can be a lot of fun.
Just a different kind of fun.
It's all about your friends hanging out. Then, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there kind of a stress level when it goes into making an album though?
A little bit. You want it to be as good as you want, as you can imagine it, right? You have this image in your head of how it's going to sound, and you want it to sound that good, so you're trying to accomplish that, and it's a little more pressure.
Yeah.
Even it depends on the live performance, can be a lot of pressure too. Like I played at Bernie's Beach Bar over the summer.
Oh yeah.
That place had like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
I'm not used to playing in front of that many people, but it was great. It actually made me probably perform even better, I feel like.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody I talk to that kind of has that that first moment of like, wow, this is a lot more than a bar or something.
Right.
But they actually say it's like it's not really that more nerve wracking because it's just it ends up being kind of a mass of people and you're just kind of playing. You know?
That's maybe initial butterflies when you're like getting up on the stage in front of all those people. But once you get up there, it's like, oh, it's the same thing I do all the time.
Those are those are the good butterflies, right?
Yeah,
those are like
a little bit. Yeah,
that's what you do it for.
Feels good.
Was that the band too, or was that a solo show? That
I was sitting in with my friend's band for that. I was playing some guitar for a couple tunes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's actually.
Yeah. Hopefully next year we'll be playing there, though. That's the idea. That's a great spot.
Cool. Yeah. That's exciting. How's the is the band local, or do you know these people from?
Yeah, pretty much all North Shore, at least different towns around the area. Nobody else is in Newburyport.
Gotcha.
So we all get together at my drummer's practice space in Middleton.
Okay.
It's kind of like the midpoint.
The midpoint, all right.
Midpoint, yeah.
Good. Yep, I'm Danvers, so I'm right next to you there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Do you guys play?
I just went to Danvers earlier to pick up this guitar.
That's where it's from?
It's Guitar Center.
There we go. All right. Right on. The Guitar Center is 114, right?
Yeah, from Danvers,
okay. Yeah. That's right. So there you go. That's well, it sounds good. Thanks for thanks for bringing it in. Happy with it so far?
I'm very happy with it.
How many songs have you actually played on it?
Oh, I got it a couple weeks ago, but then I had to get the pickup installed, so I had to bring it back and have that worked on there, and so I just got that back today, though, just in time for this.
So
luckily.
It's not a complete stranger in your hands.
No, I've been playing it for a couple weeks now, but
there you go.
Yeah, I love it.
You're happy with the sound at the moment. That's good. It is fun. When did you start playing guitar?
I was 14, I guess, a freshman in high school, and that was a while ago.
It's funny. That's actually, I mean, that's obviously young. You look back at 14 now, but it's fun. So many kids are picking it up earlier and earlier in these days, you know?
Yeah, my best friend started when he was like 8.
Yeah.
And he was good by like 10, 11. Yeah. I was like, he's impressive. Yeah.
Like he had a real jump on me.
Like at that, yeah, exactly. He was already like way good before I even got started, and he's a couple years older than me too.
Yeah, because I'm you know, obviously not close to the level you are, but I picked it up in college, and I remember thinking to myself, like, you know, I think I taught myself initial chords off YouTube, which actually is kind of a nice little thing. But it's like I wish somebody like forced me to like sit down when I was like 8 years old and just like, you know, play, you know.
I know. But kind of regret not picking it up at the same time as him. Saw him doing it, and I was like, I tried a little bit. I remember I actually did get a guitar when I was younger than 14, but like didn't learn anything. Yeah. I had this really junky guitar that wouldn't stay in tune. So it's really important if a kid's trying to learn a new instrument that he has something decent that at least can stay in tune. You know what I mean? It's really discouraging when you can't play the thing and can't make it sound good no matter what you do, especially at that age, because you can't figure out how to tune the thing as well, and it doesn't stay in tune. It was just set up for disaster.
That's such a common story too. You hear some of the best guitarists of all time, and I mean, I you know, you read music books and like, you know, so many of those stories are, you know, mom got me a guitar, hated it, sounded terrible, returned it, but something called me back to it. You know,
I mean, then I got older and I figured I had more patience too. Like I had zero patience when it wouldn't sound good and I couldn't get in tune. But then like by 14, I took lessons, and that's
it's a tough thing to learn.
With it.
Tough to learn too, because you got to really toughen up your hands. You know, so
definitely.
It's like you forget about that stuff when you've been playing for years. But if you're
when you first get started, it's really discouraging. Your pain in your fingers and so many things are discouraging about it. But you got to push through. You got to push through.
And then you end up on the radio here with your own band.
So. Hey, here I am today.
So today you're actually, and for those of you who are watching the show later in the week, because I know a lot of you do get this show here on the rerun portion, but this is a Thursday night show you got here at the Port Brewery, which is
Newburyport Brewery,
great
brewing company, I believe is the technical term for the place.
We have it's a good spot over there. Have you played that room before?
Yep, a bunch of times. That's a common one. We play there almost, I don't know, every couple months probably.
I always feel like you get not always, but it's usually a pretty good audience, because people that are going there, they're not like going there to watch the game or something.
There's no TVs or anything, or they do. I think on Sundays they might put the game on, but we're playing. It's a Thursday night, so 6 till 9, I believe we're playing.
Yeah, it's nice. It's right up my alley.
Road down by the industrial park there. There's not much around there, and it's not like walking foot traffic around. Right. You got to go there to go.
People are going to check you out,
listen to some music. Yeah,
it is cool though. You can bring the dog.
You can bring your dog, bring your kids apparently to the brewery. Seems like
that is a
family friendly place.
It's so funny you say that, because my buddies and I were talking about that at dinner the other night. Like, what is it with?
Why is breweries acceptable but not bars to bring your children?
Exactly.
That's what I was always wondering.
This is exactly the conversation.
People just go there to drink. It's not like they go there to eat either.
Right.
They don't even serve food there.
Yes. I don't understand.
It's a trend.
It is a trend. You get guys have like the backpacks, or what? It's probably the wrong terminology. I clearly don't have kids yet, but the like, you know, those the kids in front, they're drinking, and the kids just kind of looking at them like, all right, this is fun.
I mean, I don't disapprove of it. I'm not saying it's wrong.
No,
I just think it's kind of funny that's become the norm now.
I do too. I think it's a very interesting thing that the I guess if you're going to a brewery, maybe it's more like I don't know. Is it like a classy thing to go to the brewery as opposed to just the pub?
Maybe. I guess so. Yeah, it can be.
You're there to test the beers and try out a local business.
Right. You're getting a flight of beers, and it's like fancy or some reason. I don't know
With the fine arts in the background.
Yeah, there's a lot of artwork there. It's cool. It looks nice.
The band.
And the band too. And the band's playing. There's actually, they always have like what do you call it? An artist of the week or something like that. Or a month there. They're always displaying lots of art. They're selling them too. Yeah. So that's cool. It's kind of like the hipster hideaway over there or something. I feel like.
Next time I have one of those brewery guys over, because there's a couple of them in Newburyport too, but they're all over the place now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask the next brewery owner I have on, when did it become acceptable? Why is the kids thing such a big thing?
Yeah. I wonder where that started. It's like, we're going to have children at the place where people just drink beer, and that's all they do.
Some guy showed up one day with a kid and a dog, and they said, well, I guess we got to allow it.
All right. Well, it's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
There's a lot of parents out there that want to drink during the day, I think, too, because it's an early show, too. So they they want to get their drinking in early, because they got to be home at night and put their kids to bed by like 9 o'clock or whatever. So we're 6 till 9 there. So
it is right up my alley, let me tell you. The 6 o'clock thing is perfect.
It's a good time.
On the weekends, it's like 4 o'clock usually, where the breweries like to get going. going.
A little earlier sometimes on like Sunday. Yeah,
it's good. I like that. And then you get home at a reasonable hour. See, this is what happens when you go past the 30 age.
Right.
You get all tired later. Cool. So tell me a little bit more. Let's talk a little bit more about the band. We got the band is Eagle in the Attic.
Yep.
So did you start? You just started.
Yeah.
This is your creation.
Yeah. I mean, if it weren't for me wanting to start a band, I guess this band probably never would have got together without me, right? They wouldn't have started playing together.
This just hit you right now?
Some of them play together in other groups, though, is the funny thing. So,
okay.
They were in other groups.
Have they had to completely leave, or do some of them still?
Oh no, they still. Yeah, everybody keeps their other groups going. It just, that's how it is. You add another project onto the thing. You don't have to quit another band to start another one. I guess, right? As long as you get time for it, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, we started about 2014, I think or 2015, the beginning of 2015. I think it was like January 2015. We first started practicing. We started recording the album like that spring or so. It took a while. The summer was like we didn't record at all.
Yeah.
By the fall, we got the album almost done. Took a little while from the mixing and mastering and the art and stuff. But then I think it came out June 2016. And then it's been a few years now. We're trying to work on this new album. We're getting it started. So
cool. Is it tough to record while you haven't stopped playing live? It's been like kind of one long tour, right?
I guess we never actually like hit the road and went too far. I think I've been to Vermont, and like that's about as far. It's like a 3-hour drive up there. Probably. I don't like to drive too far unless it's paying really good or something. You know what I mean? So the juice is worth the squeeze, is like I like to say.
Exactly. Yeah. That's good. I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, and you guys, it's the life of a musician, I always say, can be between the travel.
I would love to go on tour, though, eventually. Yeah. Maybe the next album, we'll go on tour nationwide or something, or down the East Coast or something.
There you go. If anybody's offering, right?
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Everybody, that is good. But the life of a musician, I'm always curious about this when you're playing all these bars and kind of bouncing around. Like, are most of your friends end up being like musician friends, like guys?
Yeah, definitely. I guess musicians get along pretty well most of the time.
Tough hours,
Yeah, that's part of it too. The timing of it. You're all going to be weekends working.
Yep.
And I mean, I feel like restaurant people and musicians get along pretty well.
There you go.
It's a similar kind of hourly type of thing. You're working the nights and you're at the same places, bars and stuff. So it's like, and I used to work in restaurants too, so I know how it is with the restaurant workers.
And sometimes you play in restaurants. So
it's absolutely part of it. Yeah.
What's who are your personal music influences? What'd you grow up listening to? Who are you into now?
Oof, that's
a loaded question.
Long list I could get started with, but
go for it. I like it.
I don't even know where to begin with that. It's always tough to pick like the top number one influence, but I would have said probably a long time ago Incubus was a huge influence on me.
Yeah.
And they still are, but especially like back in the early 2000s, that stuff was great.
They were big.
And I don't even write music like that usually, so it's like, is that an influence on the way I write? Really, a little bit. There's a little bit of influence in there, but like I always loved them.
You just liked them,
Yeah. Who else would I say is an influence? I guess a little bit of Jack Johnson, like that kind of acoustic style.
Yep. You get the laid back Jack Johnson vibe there.
Vibes, yeah. You like the surfer like rock vibe.
My wife and I always say we always picture him writing every one of his songs from like a hammock on a beach.
Yeah,
it's like that's where he must write them all.
He surfs and hangs out on the beach and chills, writes acoustic tunes. I mean, most of my tunes are actually kind of acoustic driven, even though with the band we play electric.
Yeah.
But so it translates nicely to electric. I play a Strat, so it's kind of got a nice rhythm feel for the guitar anyways. But yeah, a lot of them are written probably on acoustic, so it's got definitely an acoustic-y feel.
Yep.
Funky, poppy, like I said.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so there's two good influences for you right there.
Who else? I love Neil Young. I was thinking about playing a Neil Young song.
We love Neil Young.
Yeah, who doesn't love Neil Young? We're at the senior center here too, so it's an old man. I was thinking
we're separate. We're separate from the seniors.
This we're not at the senior center.
This is the hip wing over here.
Next to it, we're adjacent to the senior center.
They do a great job over there. They're very polite over there. They're nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I bump into them,
I wonder if they're listening right now. Maybe.
I don't know.
They should.
Lily, do they have us on all the time over there? Do you know?
I don't go there.
Lily's never been there.
Never.
That's what they should do. They should have us just streaming at all times.
It feels like we're at the senior center, but we're not.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't feel like it.
I always tell people. I told you.
Station.
Yeah, fancy. It is pretty.
It's nice. I like it.
I think I always tell people you get the whole separate door. Walk towards the senior center.
Yep.
But don't go in.
Yeah, don't go into the senior center.
I don't mean to frighten people, but we're on the separate side. All right. What's your favorite Neil Young song?
Ooh, what's my favorite? I don't know. I mean, I was gonna play Old Man. It's one of my favorites.
I
for
like
sure.
Old Man too. Yeah.
Heart of Gold's a great one. Down by the River is another great one. There's a lot of good ones. Yeah.
So I always like I always thought Ohio had a great guitar riff.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah.
He's one of my favorites too. The who's your what's the best show you've seen in recent years?
Oh wow, that's another tough call.
You can't say your own band.
My band.
Yeah, Eagle in the Attic. This band, Eagle in the Attic.
It was the best show ever. Shoot. What have I seen recently that was like worth noting? I mean, I just went to Wormtown Festival.
Oh, I knew a couple.
So there was a lot of good bands there.
You do a lot of the festivals?
Not a lot, but I like to go. Yeah, that one's a good one. The Wormtown.
A lot of options now. If you see, festivals are kind of becoming bigger around here. Yeah. At least it seems it. Maybe they always were, and I just kind of was not in the loop. But it seems like
hopefully
there's more.
Playing more of them. That's the idea.
You like playing them?
Yeah, playing festivals is great. Yeah.
It seems like kind of a good gig. You kind of go up there, you get. It seems
most
like
times they don't pay much to bands of my caliber, of like the lesser known variety.
I can imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it seems like you get a lot of like stage help, which is good because they got to keep it moving. And usually you play for like an hour, and then it's kind of like
Yep. There's about
hello,
an hour.
Goodbye. See you later. A lot of new faces and goodbye.
There's a lot of side stage sets too, so then there's less people, but it's still your name's on the flyer. So that's the best thing, right? Is you want your band name to get the notoriety.
The flyer that has like the big bold band,
and then you're down at the bottom.
But
at least people see that and they maybe remember it.
I always read everyone.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
I think a lot of
bands
people
down there at the bottom that are great. Yeah.
Yeah, and like first of all, you might see one that you really like, and then it's also kind of like I don't know, for some reason I have to read the whole poster whenever I see that.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
It's a weird thing. I don't know. I don't know. How
you got to know who else is on the bill.
What if they blow up someday? I would like to know that I.
Like, they played at Wormtown.
Yes, I remember that.
Nobody knew them then.
Now their font is bigger.
Yeah.
You want to play one more? Do
sure.
One more here? We'll do. Let's try to let's take us to break here. First break, and then we'll.
See if I probably should take these off.
Randy Robinson here, Eagle in the Attic.
Much better without them.
We're actually talking up there, Randy. What is your Randy's Robinson's the stage name? What was the that was the name? Videco. Yep. So this is the name that another radio station that we will not name screwed up, and you said, you know what, I got to change my name.
They couldn't do it right. They couldn't read it.
And then Randy
I don't
Robinson.
blame them.
Videco doesn't seem that hard, but
all right, I'm gonna do Old Man.
Randy Robinson doing Neil Young.
Old man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. I live alone in a paradise, makes me think of two. Love lost, such a cost. I think of things that won't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you. Old man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Just one look at my eyes and you can tell that's true. Lullabies, look in your eyes, run around the same old town. It doesn't mean that much to me not much to you. I've been first and last, look at how the time goes past, but now I'm all alone at last, rolling home to you. Old man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Just one look at my eyes and you can tell that's true.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Randy Robinson of Eagle in the Attic doing a little Neil Young there.
All right.
Old man, one of both of our favorites, so that's very nice. I think you had some visitors in here, and
I saw some people nodding over there.
Yeah, I saw some. It turned into some foot tapping and almost dancing in the back. Sometimes that happens here in the studio when we have musicians in, so that's very cool. That's right. Again, we got Randy Robinson here from Eagle in the Attic, representing his 5-piece band. You said the 4 others are playing. If you want to see the full band,
not tonight. Actually,
not tonight.
That's on October 5th.
Oh, okay.
We'll be up in Hampton for the full band.
The full band, October 5th. All right.
Yeah.
How many tonight? Is it just you?
Two
of us.
Me and the bass player. He's also going to play some keyboard, I believe.
Oh, nice. Who's that?
Bill Sullivan.
Bill Sullivan.
Yeah.
Local guy as well?
Oh, yeah.
Where's he
great. From? He's from Beverly, and he's in a couple other bands, too. You might have heard of Mother Ton and Terrafunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're playing at the festivals and such, too. They're doing pretty well.
It's nice of you to name drop those. Very nice.
Yeah. I want to help out the friends. Those are my homies right there.
Not one of those selfish band leaders. They're very good.
No. I wish them well as well.
Beverly, another cool little bar music scene there. You spend much time in Beverly?
Yeah, a good amount.
Bit, yeah.
We used to play at the Spotlight. That was kind of where we got started playing out a lot, actually, because Bill used to do the open mic nights on Tuesday there with his band. It was like the open mic bands. They would be there every Tuesday.
Okay.
So we kind of had the in there. He was already playing there with other bands. And we just started playing there back in 2015. And then they closed down a couple years ago, I guess, now, right?
Yeah, actually probably.
Or like a year ago, a little over a year ago. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe 2 years. Almost 2.
I lose complete track of time.
That happened a while ago.
I moved away for a little bit too, so I can't quite remember. There's still some good music spots though. They get the what else is there? I got like the Pickled Onion. Remember that place?
Pickled Onion's still there. We played there once. Yep.
Small little room.
Yeah. There's not a lot of venues in Beverly now. We've only got like the Cabot and like
what's the one next to
Chianti's across the street from
I
there.
actually love that place.
They pretty much stay to the jazz though. Aspect. They don't like to do like the funky rock as much there. I don't know many bands that do that.
I feel like they should expand a little bit.
They should expand a little bit. I'd like to play there.
They've been around. I know.
We'll just do a jazz set sometime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Especially they pretty much only do like the kind of like the late night jazz too. I wonder if they could make like this 4 o'clock folk hour or whatever,
right?
Pop out, whatever.
Folk's fun.
Maybe I'll call him and ask him. That's good. It's a great room though.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that Chianti place too.
Yeah.
What is your? You must. I always like asking this question because I usually get a pretty good answer out of it. Maybe you've had great experiences, but what is the worst crowd the band has ever played to? There's gonna be. Is there one moment, one obnoxious fan?
That's almost worse than like nobody being there. If there's like the one obnoxious person, just like
everybody knows.
Stop asking you to play Freebird or whatever it is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
See, there was a period where I would always ask that question by asking, "Is there a Freebird guy?" And then
that happens.
Okay,
mostly because we have like a bird, an eagle is our
our
mascot of sorts.
You guys aren't an Eagles cover band either.
No, we're definitely not. Too. That's why we couldn't be Eagles in the Attic, which seems like a slight to the other band members to be like, "Oh, you're the only Eagle. Why aren't there Eagles in the Attic?" It's like,
oh, I see. Yeah,
when I came up with the name, actually was kind of just like my solo thing, anyways. But but also couldn't be Eagles in the Attic, and we couldn't be the Eagles too. People were gonna like shorten the name. They would just take out the rest of the part and just say the Eagles, or going to see and then they'd think they were an Eagles cover band, obviously. So we couldn't be an Eagles cover band. But
that's funny.
Yeah, obviously.
The what's that band? Actually, they were part of the tragedy there in Europe, but the wasn't it like an Eagles? It was a play off the Eagles, and the shooting was there. Remember
Eagles of Death Metal?
Yes, that's
that happened like shortly after I formed this band too. I remember being like, oh wow, another Eagles named band. I never even heard of them before. Yeah, and they were the shooting in Paris. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, that's and they're still going, I guess. But I know I've heard their lead singer talk in recent years, and as you can imagine, that kind of has left an imprint. Right. Although I guess they have a pretty good following too. So yeah, it's a popular name anyway, having the Eagles. And that was a bummer. Yeah.
So when people are drilling you on these questions, eventually are you like, and who are you and why are you asking me this?
Right.
I know, I'm sure they're great fans, but yeah.
With the Freebird thing that happens sometimes. I mean, we've probably had some crowds that weren't like huge crowds. We've also had big crowds, so it varies. It's kind of when you're like a newer band that people don't know about. Sometimes you get the mixed crowd. Yeah. And usually good dancing crowds, though, I'd say most of the time. Yeah.
Do you have to, I mean, I don't know. So I know some bands will go out there, and obviously you're talented enough where you can kind of pull out anything, but Neil Young or whatever. But
oh yeah, and sometimes we do try to, like, someone could say some request that we can actually fulfill this request.
Yeah,
we'll try. If we got
even
the
if
band,
you're not sure,
say a band name. Oh, we know a song by that band. All right, let's do that. We'll switch it up, and we'll just follow the letter of the law, the set list. We'll switch it up.
So you guys are open to that, because some bands, and some bands that even will come in here will be like,
it's all about pleasing the people. You got to give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want. All right, I see that, because some bands will be a little bit stubborn, and they're like, we got this album.
We're not going to play Stairway or Freebird, but that's about it. Other than that, everything else is fair game.
And that's off the table here too. Okay.
Wait, good. Hold on. How do you do that again?
There it is. Nicely done.
All right, that's enough. I just wanted to tease it just because everybody requests it. It's not that I don't know how to play it. I just don't want to.
Yeah, that's what you can do in concert. You can play 5 seconds of that and then go into your regular scheduled programming. Yeah, it's cool. Does it ever get tough to trust your own music though? Because I know that's going to be like a lot of times you're playing to new audiences and you're showing them new songs, and if you got this crowd that wants to go out there and sing along, sometimes you got to just trust your music, right?
I mean, we mostly do covers. Yeah, it's just because. I mean, when we played in like Vermont, I remember people were like, "Play more originals."
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
They never heard those songs before, and they kept on saying, "Play another." Like, what do you guys want to hear? Cover original. Original. They love the originals. Yeah,
but that's flattering.
Like in this area, people just want to hear what they know and can sing along to, and I understand that too. When I go out to a show, I want to see like a tribute act, probably more so than original acts most of the time, because like I know this music, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, there's also a lot of great local acts with great original songs too.
Yeah.
Around here, especially, I've known a lot of good musicians who are writing great music that people don't know about, but like once they get to hear it, they might be like, "Oh, I got to listen to this more. I got to see these guys more. I got to buy their album and support them."
Yeah, that's cool. I can imagine there's nothing more flattering than having somebody yell more originals, though.
That is the best. Yeah, I'd much rather just stick to the originals, but I love playing covers too.
That's nice. You're a flexible musician. You don't always get that. People that play this. No, I'm up here. It's gonna be my show, but that's nice that you do that.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do we got? Want to do one more and take us to break here, and we'll try to get as much music in as we can from you, because you sound good in here, man.
Thank you.
Randy Robinson.
Yeah, this room sounds good.
Eagle in the Attic. We get that a lot.
All right, let me do another original.
All right. And you can find these songs off the name of the album.
This one is a new one, actually.
This
I should
is
probably preface that, by saying this is a new original that's going to be on the next album. We haven't even started recording this one yet.
Wow.
It's called You Belong, and it goes like this. Sometimes we doubt that we're on the right path until we see a sign. Then we'll figure it out and do the math. Oh, it all works out just fine. Take a little time, combine, decompress from what's been going down. You can turn it up, feel the groove, and listen to the sound. Oh, it's meant to be. We're in the right place, exactly the right time. Oh, but now you've got to see that you belong wherever you feel free. Clean and neat with everything in its right place, you're looking pretty fresh. Well, you can drink it in before you begin to start up a new sesh. And take a little time to unwind and decompress from what's been going down. Well, you can turn it up and feel the groove, just listen to the sound. Oh, it's meant to be. We're in the right place, exactly the right time. Oh, but now you gotta see that you belong wherever you feel free. Even when things fall apart. Just give it a bit and you will get a fresh start. Pay no mind to what they say. Stay present in this moment, you'll do okay. Guitar solo right here. Or whistle solo in this case. It's meant to be. We're in the right place, exactly the right time. Oh, but now you gotta see that you belong wherever you feel free. So one more time. Oh, you know it's meant to be. We're in the right place, exactly the right time. Oh, and now you gotta see that you belong wherever you feel free.
Very nice. Randy Robinson of Eagle in the Attic. Much more with him. We'll take you home for the final 10 minutes in just a moment. Keep it here. It's Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio. All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Good listen there to Jay Pasaros, who has been on the show before. And, of course, he was a great guest here. We were just talking about Jay had a nice little run there where he went on tour and was playing amphitheaters. I was trying to remember. I'm friends with Jay on Facebook, and I was trying to remember what band he was on tour with. I know he pastes on Facebook a lot too, and I'm probably gonna have to scroll down forever here to find it. He's got a lot of posts, but yeah, he had a good little time there touring the country. So good by him.
That's pretty sweet.
It is cool. Yeah, you said
living the dream.
You would love to do that too, right? Wouldn't you love to get out there and?
Absolutely, that's definitely.
It's not the easiest life.
Although at the same time, I know from people who have done it that they're like, you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I do want to do it, but I know that eventually you're gonna get sick of it, type of thing.
It's not all glamour, right?
No, it's not. Especially when you not signed band, when you don't have like a tour bus and all that stuff. It's
you don't have roadies all over the place for you. It is.
Everything's expensive. It usually costs the band more than they actually make most of the time.
Is that right?
Unless you get into the right scene, it might sometimes if you're opening for another band or something like that, and they're paying you well. But most of the time, you're just going to be unknown for one thing and going places nobody's ever heard of you, and it's like you're not getting paid much. Probably.
That's what they call the grind, right?
Yeah, it's trying to get your name out there. Really, is what it is. It's worth the investment of time and everything. I think. Do it.
Jay played with Foreigner, by the way.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was cool. So he got. It was like a month after playing here. So obviously, there's big things for you. I think that's.
I hope so. I hope so someday.
Foreigner must have been watching or listening or whatever.
Hopefully, Foreigner hits me up. You just hit me up yesterday. I didn't expect this, so you never know.
This usually when a musician says, "I'm in, let's do it." Usually it ends up being a good show.
Yeah.
And it's paying off again here today. So thank you for coming on.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Someday we'll have the band too, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, that would be great.
As long as you've enjoyed
a lot of room over here. I don't know where they're all going to fit. But
do you know that we fit? Not only have we fit like 5-piece bands here,
over here,
I fit a whole Little League team in here once.
Really?
Like.
Wow, must have been cramped.
16 and coaches.
Sardine can here.
Yeah, I mean, Little Leaguers are a little bit
smaller than I am. Yeah.
But there was a lot of people though. So, my point is, we make it work.
I played Little League, so
looks like the best time of your life, right?
Too. At one point, I was.
I know. Everybody was Little Leaguer, right? Oh, that's funny. The Little League were some fun days there. My mother actually texted me during your last song. She goes, "Ooh, Tom Petty like."
Ooh, nice. Tom Petty.
It's a nice little compliment. Huh?
I like that. I mean, okay. Yeah. I'll take that.
She's watching though, so you get the long hair visual too. You know?
She's watching on TV.
Yeah, she's got the TV.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I've been getting that Neil Young too. That's people say with the hair, the Neil Young.
Yep. And you got you can sing the Neil Young part too, which is good. Yeah, I thought you were going to pull out a harmonica out of somewhere during.
Oh, that would have been.
Is that Old Man? No, Heart of Gold has a harmonica. Old Man doesn't have a harmonica, right?
Heart of Gold has the harmonica. I don't think Old Man does. No, yeah.
You get the whistle though. The whistle's a good thing.
Yeah. Throwing a whistle when there's a solo and you don't have anything else to accompany you.
Is that right? That's the go-to?
Yeah.
You know,
or like a kazoo would work pretty good too.
A kazoo, okay.
I'm not much of a harmonica player. I probably should get into harmonica a little bit, then I could do that. Yeah.
It's fun. I've always been jealous of people that can whistle like you can, because even just like campfire playing, I always think that would be a fun tool. I physically can't whistle. I've tried, can't do it.
Huh.
People laugh at me when I try. I'm not going to do it here on the TV.
Just make a sound.
It's
it doesn't make a whistle sound.
It's just not good. It's just a lot of effort and things that are doing things. It's not good. My cousin actually makes me do it.
Whistle while you work.
And yeah, it's something I can never do. Very good. So the band is doing well. Are they? What do they do? They just kind of hustle here after the work during the day, and they're coming down here to meet you. Is that the deal?
Just like I said, just the bass players coming today.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, just the two tonight.
Today. Yeah, just the acoustic show today. We're doing a little acoustic vibe.
And the people can see the 5-piece band.
The 5-piece band, October 5th at the Boardwalk Cafe next to the Casino Ballroom in Hampton Beach. That's our next.
It's a happening spot, right?
Band. I mean, the ballroom. I think it's who was playing that night. I forget, but they always have you play like the night of a show there next door, because people get out of the show at like 11. And they come right over, walk right by, and the doors are open. People can hear us.
Do you ever have the musicians come that are playing that night? Do they ever stop in?
Oh yeah. What band was it? Oh my gosh, it's killing me. I forget, but there was a band that came right afterwards. They were really good too. Oh, what was
it? Wasn't Incubus, right?
No, it wasn't one of my favorite bands of all time. They had a '90s hit that was huge. Oh, what was it? I wish I could check it out right now and figure it out what it was. But they were a pretty big band. It was really cool that I met them afterwards and everything.
Yeah.
They had that one hit.
There you go. When you remember it later and it drives you crazy, you can tweet us.
You'd be like, oh, you heard that song. Everybody's heard that song.
That's probably right, yeah.
I forget.
90s is right up my alley.
It was 90s, though, yeah.
There used to be a place in Brighton. They just closed it, actually. You ever hear of Common Ground in Alston?
Yeah, in Alston? Yeah.
So they used to have like 90s night on Friday. And it was like absurd. It was nothing uniquely special about it, except.
I thought of the band name. Sorry,
I knew you'd hit it. I just needed to start talking.
Collective Soul.
Yeah. What did they do?
What is the name of that song too? That's what's killing me. But I thought of the band name.
They had one real big one.
Yeah.
What was that? Lily, do you have it? No, it's you.
No,
You're too young. She's too young.
It was a great song, and they had that guitar solo. I remember we could hear them like outside the venue because we were playing right across the street. And I was like, oh, they're playing it right now, whatever that song is.
Whatever that song is.
Oh, come out and shine. Is that one?
Shine, yes.
Shine. Right. Yeah, I think it's called Shine.
That is it.
So that was their hit. And then I met them after the show. Yeah. You gotta sing it like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's funny. That was a huge hit, that song. There you go. Now I'll listen to that on my way home.
That was cool meeting them. So yeah, we met some famous people afterwards.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's good. So they must have been into you if they had enough.
I guess so. They hung out. I mean, they had a couple drinks at the bar. Saw them sitting at the bar. I didn't even know it was them until after the show.
Yeah.
And then someone told me, that's Collective Soul over there. I was like, oh, no way. So we went over and hung out with them.
You're like, should we invite them up or?
I wish I had known during the set. I would have told them to come up and sing Shine. Well, they just sang it next door, so they probably didn't want to.
Yeah, that's funny. They've probably heard that song enough, to be honest. I want to jump in with another one here. We got the final couple minutes, and
sure. What should we do here?
Thinking? I love the freewheeling set list. It's good. Some people come in very structured. Others come in and just wing it. Both styles work. It's very funny.
Yeah. Let me take that phone off.
So, again, we're joined here by Randy Robinson of Eagle in the Attic. Tours with the band tonight. You can see him over at the Port Brewery. He's going to be playing a duo set tonight, so a little bit scaled down. But he also tours with Eagle in the Attic, a 5-piece band. So take a look at him. You got a website people can go to?
The website isn't up. You just go on Facebook. Just give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on there. You usually post all the.
It's easy. That's where I found him.
Yeah, that's where you found us. Nice.
Very good. Why don't you take it away?
All right. I'll take it away. This is an Incubus song called Drive.
Cool.
Sometimes I feel the fear of uncertainty singing clear, and I can't help but ask myself how much I let the fear take the wheel and steer. It's driven me before, it seems to be the way. Haunting mass appear. arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. So if I decide to waver my chance to be one of the high, will I choose water over wine and hold my own and drive? Oh, oh, oh. It's driven me before, and it seems to be the way everyone else gets around. But lately I'm beginning to find that when I drive myself, my life is found. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. With open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. Would you choose water over wine? Hold the wheel and drive. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. With open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. All right. Do 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 do. Oh oh oh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Nicely done. Randy Robinson of Eagle in the Attic with Little Incubus right there.
It's Incubus.
I remember that one.
That's a 1999 hit right there.
That is.
20 years ago.
It's a massive
They're
hit.
actually touring on the 20th anniversary of that right now.
That is
probably
crazy.
going to go see him next month.
That,
yeah.
That's a little. That makes me feel a little bit old there. The 20 years on that one.
Think about it.
I always tell this story. I know our longtime listeners.
It's all about how you feel, man. It's all about
I know a lot of our longtime listeners have heard this a million times, but I once had a group of guys in here, and for somehow we were talking Bare Naked Ladies. I don't know how that band.
They just played last year at the waterfront. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, here they did?
Yeah,
no kidding.
They played for the Riverfest last year.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that's probably why we were talking
about it.
We
were playing the same day. We called it the Bare Naked Ladies pre-show. We were playing at the brewery, actually.
Oh, you were? Okay. You were the opening act?
Yeah, kind of. It was down the street.
A lot of crossover fans. You guys
not really.
These kids, like high school kids, had no idea who they were, and I almost couldn't get through the rest of the show. I was like, if I had them, like
BNL,
I'm not even a big fan, obviously. Like I'm not sure how many diehard Bare Naked Ladies.
The Chicken to China, come on, they probably heard that song at least.
That's the thing. Once you started playing them, like, oh, they were the $1 Million band. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. And they kind of got.
Oh yeah, $1 Million. If I had $1 million, that's another big hit. They had some big hits.
I'd be rich.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they had quite a few actually. They were 90s. But actually, I think that was. That was Smash Mouth. Remember Smash Mouth too?
Oh yeah.
When they had that big All Star. Yeah, I saw them at Fenway Park.
I associate those bands too for some reason.
Yeah,
those bands
weird.
Associated. They came out around the same time.
Lead
the singer
singers,
looked the same or something.
Yeah.
I think.
And I think Bare Naked Ladies still tours without the lead singer though, right? Didn't they get rid of the?
Oh yeah, I think
big guy?
Yeah, I think they have a different guy now.
Which would kind of be weird to see them. I think.
Yeah, I wonder how they do those songs.
It's kind of a distinctive.
Well, they had two lead singers, I think, is what it is.
Yeah, the guitar guy played a little bit too. But yeah, interesting. Anyway, here we go again, talking about Bare Naked Ladies. Final moments here again, Randy Robinson. This has been a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
show
thank you so much for having me.
I usually know it's a good show, and I'm having fun when it flies by.
If you want to come have a beer, hang out with us later.
I can't do it tonight.
Do it tonight. Maybe Saturday.
I'll tell you
I haven't
why
mentioned
afterwards.
that yet. I'm going to plug another show for
Go
Saturday.
For it. Yeah, do it now.
I'm playing at the Commune Cafe, which is down on Pleasant Street, Newburyport.
Yep.
From 8 till 10. Do an acoustic show there too. That's on Saturday.
Okay.
So come check that
I
out.
can maybe get to that one actually.
All right, maybe.
All right. The today is actually right up my alley. Beautiful night, 6 o'clock. I would love to go.
Yeah.
I do have a prior obligation, but let me suggest that all of you go see him tonight at
enjoyed the show.
6 o'clock
come
start.
See more, a lot more.
6 o'clock start right off the bat.
Yep.
And he's one of those nice musicians too. If you play something he knows, it looks like he'll do it for you.
Right. If you request a song that I know by, or a band that I know of song by, I'll try to accommodate if it's possible.
Randy, we got a lot of high school kids, a lot of young guys on here that think about picking up instruments. What's the one advice to the guy that wants to pick up the guitar?
Like I mentioned earlier, when quality, like a decent quality is good. You have to have a quality instrument, right?
Yeah.
To start with. It doesn't have to be like a super high quality, but like something that at least stays in tune and doesn't hurt your fingers too much, because the high action stuff, you got to get adjusted. People don't know what they're looking for when they're first getting started, right? Like, what kind of instrument should I play? I mean, it's about playability. It's got to be playable, right? If it's not playable and doesn't stay in tune, don't do it. Don't even bother with it. But that's one of the big things. Also, just push through. It's sometimes you hit a wall and you're like, oh, I can't do this. This is too hard. I can't. My fingers hurt or something like that.
Yeah.
You just keep practicing. That's practice is all it is, really. It's not about some natural God-given ability, really. It's mostly about the practice with the guitar. Maybe with singing, probably a little more God-given, but you can still practice and get better at that too.
Work and stay with it. All right. Well, Randy Robinson, thank you, man. Really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Have a good show tonight with your buddy there, and good luck with the band the rest of the way. Let's do it again with the group here at some point.
Yeah.
Or you again. I don't care.
I would love to have him come down. We just had short notice, so we would try to get together next time. Yeah.
You can be a return guest. We'll plan it out well in advance next time. It'll be good. It was a pleasure as always. Best of luck to you. Have a fun show tonight.
Thank you so much.
You got 20 seconds in? You want to take us out of here?
All right.
Just a quick one. We got this thing turns off automatically. There you go. My wife's gonna love you with this. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday. Randy Robinson, Eagle in the Attic. Check him out, all right? Have a good one, everybody.